You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I wonder him doing that. Is that disrespect to her?
And I know what I gotta do.
How does that work?
I'm about peace that's folded. And I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot at living.
I love what I do. If I do it for me, that's believe I'ma do it for you. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Some regular guys and gal having some real conversation on this Tuesday.
Good morning, good
Get
people.
your funky ass up. You know the routine.
Yo.
What's good with the people?
Top of the morning, what up?
Cold enough for y'all out there, man?
Man.
Is it cold enough out there for you, man?
I ain't been outside, so
What's up,
I don't know
Keith?
how
What's up,
cold
fam?
it is.
About
Yo,
two hoodie
listen,
weather. Two hoodie weather.
I don't know if it's too hoodie weather.
Two hoodie weather. Some up
Two
north
hoodie?
people would say, yeah. Down south
Not a
is
jacket.
a little.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean,
we
down
ain't with
south
the
a little
jackets
different,
real
you know what I'm
quick
saying?
like that. Yeah, we ain't with them jackets really like that.
Down south a little different. I don't think it's too tough like that. Jersey, you might need a jacket.
You need a windbreaker on. That's the trick to that shit. The windbreaker over the hoodie.
Come on,
Man,
man. You see the windbreaker over the hoodie, man.
I just had to get out of the the hot hoodie, man. I just had to get out of the hot hoodie, man. Just 2 seconds ago. Yo, being that we talk about the weather real quick, I put this up here because this was interesting. I never saw this shit in my life before and whatnot. But I said, yo, shit, man, look at this, yo.
There we go, another pile. Oh, in about 5 minutes. Would have took us hours to do that.
Type shit, they say I don't be outside. What I be doing then? They say 5 second fat, it's cold outside. Where you at? I'm rounding up my friends. We getting it in, type shit. How y'all doing? How many y'all got in my hand? Type shit.
I don't know, bro. 25.
It's a lot to them. Type shit. What's up, y'all? Y'all good? They sleepy. They tired because it's cold outside. Type shit. But when it drop like 30 degrees, these be me. All me, please. Type shit. What's up, boy? Oh, he ain't sleep though. Him ready. Ready for war. I'm a young soldier type shit. Hey, close your mouth, boy. Chill. Hey, look. They say I'm gonna be outside. Come on, now. It's still January. Oh, it's February. It's Aquarius season. I'm Aquarius. That's crazy. What y'all is? Hibernating. They say I'm gonna be outside. What I be doing then? 5 second fat is back. Tight shit.
Yeah, you know why these people running around North Carolina with these goddamn iguanas? I never even heard of this. You can tell I'm not from the South. First of all, it's too cold in Florida, right? So the iguanas is getting like cold shocked and falling out of trees, like they almost falling out of the sky. They falling all over the place. They can't move because their muscles stiffen up or something like that, where they can't even move. And I said, yo, that's a good hustle. If niggas are selling iguanas, that's a mean hustle with this type of weather. Keep it real, though. Think about it. You out here getting iguanas for free.
Yo, you silly as hell, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that either, though.
I've never seen no shit like that
I never
before.
saw that, yo. I never even heard of that. And it's so many videos. I said, I'm going to just get these two. But it's so many videos with people like, look at this. The iguanas can't move. They're not dead. They just can't move. They're cold shock. They call it cold shock. I never even heard of that.
But look, though, I did hear it. I don't know if I heard about it in iguanas, but you know Chris Angel, the magician?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
From back in the day, he showed a trick where he looked like he brought dead flies back to life.
Yeah.
like some flies in like a windowsill or some shit like that. He like waved his hand over them, and they like just magically woke up. But the secret to the trick was if you catch some flies and put them in the freezer, they'll go into like a paralyzed type state like that. They ain't dead.
And then they'll wake up once they get like warm. I guess when they get back warm.
Like, the heat from his hand will warm them up enough to wake them up, so it looked like they just came back from the dead.
Like he's doing a magic trick. Wow. Wow, that's deep.
But it was something similar to that though. Like they ain't dead.
That's deep though. But I saw them iguanas yesterday. I said, what the hell going on in Florida? It's like a goddamn safari going on. All these iguanas. People keep walking around talking about, look at the iguanas. First of all, they had the police. They had like 5 or 6 police standing in a line, and they all holding up iguanas. I said, what the hell going on? I said, what in the world is going on? And they putting them in little bins, putting them in bins in front of the police department. And they told people don't be alarmed. It's just that they going through cold shock. That's why they falling out the trees. They're not dead, so don't dispose of them and all this other stuff.
I want to know what part of Florida this is.
So they're tropical creatures, so they need the hot weather.
Yeah, they're not used to that, boy.
But it may be a good thing too, because they take over. They breed and they multiply and they take over and are bad for crops and small animals.
Man, I'd have been out there in Florida getting my hustle on. It's iguana season right now. I could go get No, I don't want none. But it's people that got them as pets and goddamn, what you call them, in tanks and all that other stuff. And I'm like, man, I ain't no telling how much they going for.
Yeah.
I wish I was visiting right now, man. I'll bring a bunch back with me wherever I'm going. You like iguanas?
Shit, 20 degrees in Florida is nasty. That's nasty.
That's nasty, yo. You got to understand, though, it's just getting like that in Florida because the first day we had the little storm, Florida was the only spot that ain't get it, and it was still warm there. So the temperatures done dropped there. It's like this weather is all out of whack, man. I promise you. It's out of whack, man.
Uncle Tony said, y'all dug out the snow.
Yeah.
It's still snow out there, Uncle Tony. It snowed 3 days ago, man.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody even been paying attention, but it's like still areas in Tennessee, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi that have been without power. Still ain't got power and won't have power for at least another week. It's people
I'm glad power ain't go out here.
Yeah, it's bad in a lot of areas.
Because that's what I was expecting here more than anything else, like the power and stuff to go out. But I'm glad that it didn't.
Hundreds of thousands of people that are still without power in those areas. Apparently, Tennessee was hit really bad. They're doing really bad.
Here.
I'm glad it did. Hey, what happened in Alabama? Did y'all get any snow? What was it like out there? How was it out there in the Bahamas, man?
Shit, if it's 20 degrees in Florida, I know it got to be somewhere around that in Alabama. It's got
to be cold in Alabama, but I'm just saying as far as like the snow.
I would think. Let me say that. I don't know. I would think.
What was it like? Because so many states got hit, like in the eastern region, wherever you want to call it. I call it the northern region. Southeastern. So many people got hit, but shit, southeastern and northern eastern got hit. You know what I'm saying? Bad. So
I know South Carolina got hit just like we did. Virginia and all those states that's going up all got hit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Crazy, man. Hope y'all making it out in this weather, man. I'm seeing that Friday it's supposed to be back up to about 60 out here. Like this is I don't be knowing, man. I don't know what's going on with the weather, man. All this Fridays, I think Friday or the end of the weekend might be the weekend, might be Sunday. But let's get into this word of the day, man. See what Ty got for us, man. Yeah. Before he hit us with the what he be saying? You've now been serenaded with the sweet sounds of the South Side. Let's see what's going on here.
The word of the day is agathocacological. Let's try it. Agathocacological. Agathocacological. Adjective. Agathocacological beautifully combines Greek roots to describe something that is simultaneously good and evil. This word encapsulates the intricate nature of human existence, where light and darkness coexist within us. Agatha Kakalogical captures the essence of life's duality, reminding us that perfection doesn't exist without imperfection. So embrace the complexities, the contradictions, and the shades of gray. The word of the
Agatha Kakalogical, Agatha Kakalogical, Agatha Kakalogical, Agatha Kakalogical, Agatha Kakalogical.
His Agatha Kakalogical nature.
Try that again.
Agatha Kakalogical.
It ain't even a hard word to say.
Agatha Yes, it is.
Agatha Kakalogical.
Agatha Kakalogical.
Okay.
I definitely ain't losing that one in this.
All right, let's go with the Senate.
I think my Agatha Kakalogical nature helps me perceive other people better, because I can see why good people do good shit. I can see why bad people do bad shit, because it do exist in all of us. It's that good wolf, bad wolf shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all have that duality in us to recognize what's going on.
I agree, and I think I got a lot of say it again. Agatha
Kakalogical.
Agatha Kakalogical
characteristic
views.
Right.
I got a lot of Agatha Kakalogical views. When I sometimes I might have a little evil view. Might think I'm a little evil, but I'm a good person overall. So you know what I mean. Hopefully the good outweighs the bad. You feel me? Yeah, I like that word, but I would never use it.
Can you imagine?
Man, I won't even remember that. I'd be like, Agatha. You know what I'm talking about. What was the word? Agatha. Agatha, help me out, man.
Come on, man. We on this, bro. Hood Webster, man. Agatha Kakalogical helps you perceive things better. It transposes you different perspectives, bro. I can see what Sub be saying. I can see what you be saying. I can see how I am. It's the duality.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Multi-dimensional and shit like that.
Okay, I get
Agatha
you.
Kakalogical.
Looking fly. He like Agatha Kakalogical. Once the show over, he will not remember the word, ladies and gentlemen. He will not remember that word, because I tell you, damn, boy, that thing already slipping my mind. It's slipping right on out.
I don't think I'm gonna forget it, because I'm gonna be like you. What was that? What was that word, Ty?
You understand what I'm saying, Keith? Hey, Keith, silly. I promise you, Keith, because I'm like, what the hell they made that Agatha Kakalogical?
I think that describes you perfectly, though.
It does, but they got to leave that in Greece. They got to leave that in Greece, because the Agatha Kakalogical, whatever Agatha, they could have left that on now.
Agatha Kakalogical.
Come on, Agatha Kakalogical. Come on, that sounds like 15 words.
That's a $15 word when we start.
Erin says she's sounding it out. Agatha, yeah, I ain't got time for all that, Erin. They can keep that word, but I mean, it's definitely a good word to describe more than one thing. So it's a great word. I mean, but it's too big. It's too. I ain't gonna say too big. Let's get that.
Just imagine if I didn't get it with the guy pronouncing this shit. We'd have been up here struggling for 30 minutes. So
right.
Man, I'd have been twisted with this one. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Agatha Kakalogical.
But just take that word and one of the other words we use and put it in a sentence, and niggas be like, "Yo, where you from, bro?"
Straight out.
Yo, where you from, Mars, bro? I ain't never heard that word. There ain't nothing in the English dictionary, bro.
Hey, that's how they speak in Mars.
Come on, man. That ain't nothing in the English dictionary, bro. That's some outer space stuff, man.
I think you can do it. I think we can use Viveloquent and Agatha Kakalogical in the same sentence.
See, I don't want to use no words that's gonna have me double Agatha Kakalogical. Nah, I want that thing to be smooth with the
yeah, they said Ty got that Yale education.
Yeah, I gotta get that. I need my sentence to be smooth.
Hey, but look, your Agatha Kakalogical nature helps you be a better dipnosophin while you perform. I'm telling you.
Come on with it, Ty. Come on, Ty.
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
my man, the Hood Webster. Yeah.
Don't act like we ain't never touched nothing, as Ty would say.
Hey, Hey, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good laugh for the day, man. My face gonna be permanently frowned up. That's a good one, man. I promise you, by the end of the show, I will not remember that word.
Some of the passes that we throw, and I mean, just I don't know what to say other than sometimes I wonder if my guys are betting on games. I shouldn't say that, but you know, that's what erase that. I don't want to say that. But I just wonder what's happening. I mean, because I know we're too good of players to do that. Was that a bad?
Damn.
How y'all feel about that, yo? Because I got a way I feel about that. I'm gonna let y'all go first, though.
Damn.
Everybody can question it at this point. I mean, if you see them every day, you know what you're dealing with. You the coach. Like, if you see something that's a little off, you would see it before somebody else, right? So
let me ask y'all a question, real quick.
I would think that's a joke. Let's be clear, E. I would think that's a joke.
I think he said it in a joking way.
What'd he say?
I'm gonna play it back.
You see, he said serious, not serious. So
but look, now check me out with this, LBs. Right? I'm gonna play it back for you, Ty. But let me just say this real quick. He said it in a joking way. Should I say that was wrong thing? But it sounded like to me, the coach calling for an investigation.
What?
You laughing, bro?
Damn, yo.
You laughing. He said, sometimes I question if my players are what? If he don't know, he says somebody look into it.
Wait a minute.
All right, I'm going to play it back for you now, Ty. I'm going to play it back for you right now.
That sounds crazy.
Some of the passes that we throw, and I mean, just I don't know what to say other than sometimes I wonder if my guys are betting on games. I shouldn't say that, but you know, that's what erase that. I don't want to say that. But I just wonder what's happening. I mean, because I know we're too good of players to do that. Was that a bad?
I'm just wondering what's happening.
Damn.
Somebody find out what's happening. That nigga calling for his players to be investigated. You can see how you see it, but I'm telling you, man, that underhanded shit that's going on, bro.
He specifically said these passes, like, you know, I know when I did basketball, passing was that was something we worked on feverishly. Like, we ain't got no shit passes. Them turnovers will kill a game. So I can see what he's saying. You know what you teach your your team or whatever. You know what they should know. So
some of the passes we throw. Some of the passes we throw, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I'm just wondering what's going on.
An intentional.
If you don't know what's going on, and you the coach, who you asking for to find out if what's going on?
He probably saying because shit don't happen like that in practice.
Somebody get in the comments, man. That time, my bad.
The game and turn into damn Butterfingers out here. Don't do that. Like,
right.
So like, that's what that goes back to the A&T shit though. That is to be investigated.
What is this?
I agree, serious but joking. Yeah, I thought it was a serious, one of those shits, man.
Jason said he know what he looking at and he know he messed up. The athletic director called him into the office after that press conference. Rick Barnes, coach of Tennessee basketball. Absolutely. Rick Barnes been around for years and years and years. If a legend like that calls and says, well, he ain't calling, but for you to put that over the airways, you even knew it wasn't right to say.
So somebody said something to him at the end, though. That's why he looked up.
You said it because you know people gonna be like, all right, let me see what coach talking about. FBI gonna say, let me see what coach talking about. Let's look into these games over here.
Sometimes we prematurely say things because you're thinking it, you know. But I mean, he may or may not been as serious, like accusing anybody, but he's definitely saying like, hey, this don't look right. This something's going on. Like, what is really going on?
And it sounds like he calling for them to be investigated. Like, if you make an accusation, sometimes I question if my players. Sometimes you question what? If I was the feds, I'd have been like this. I'd have been in the office investigating the next day.
How you investigate that though as a coach? Like,
I mean, not as the coach, I wouldn't be investigating.
Oh yeah,
I already put it out there. I need somebody else to come investigate because I don't know what's going on. I need somebody to look into it to see if my players are shaking point.
Investigation is just ultimately just watching film. You go back now, you watch an old film. You like, oh, let me see something real quick. Damn, that's the same shit he just did here. You going to watch the film?
No, investigation is checking niggas' bank accounts.
Hey,
Who
Keith,
the fuck just got a large deposit?
Hey, Keith, and I wanted to ask.
That's a separate investigation. That's a whole different investigation.
I'm glad Keith posed this question.
That's a police involved.
That's what he talking about.
Yeah. But still, you seen Blue Chips? You seen Blue Chips? You seen the investigation the coach did?
Absolutely.
He went back and watched the film, and he watched it again. He said, "This motherfucker just." He said, "Did he just do that?" He went back and called him in the office. Remember, he went to his room. He rapped him about the room.
I don't like calling people by their whole names like the Gerald Frierson. Hey man, how you doing over there on Facebook? Get over there to YouTube, like, subscribe, share for us. Hey Ty, he said, keep doing your thing, bro. I'm proud of you. Love is love.
Nah, Gerald Frierson, my God, man, one of the greatest to ever do it, man. One of the greatest running backs, linebackers to ever do it, man.
I'm gonna take the Gerald Frierson out of there. What's up, G? What's up, G? You know what I'm saying? What's up, G? I ain't gonna call you Gerald, but you got your whole government out there. You know, I ain't want to do that. I ain't want to do that, my brother.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
He's a gangster, but his real name's Clarence.
Yeah, right. Hey, yo, but yeah, I think they need to go ahead and get the investigation going, man. Because I'm telling you,
you seen Blue Chips, bro. You seen Coach walk that thing right down, Blue Chips, man.
Absolutely. And that's why I think like
that's a movie that's 25 years old.
I was a good criminal. I don't want to say that. I think I was smart and wise that I ain't get caught up for things that could have put me up, right? But I think I would have been a damn good detective, police officer, shit like that. Soon I hear that, I'm finding out everybody. Once I know we investigating the NCAA, NBA, MLB, man, I'm getting all them guys, man. Oh, it's too obvious. You seeing the plays that's obvious. Coach know what's going on. And it sounds like
them just to stop though.
I don't think it's easy for him to stop, but I think with Coach putting them on notice, like Keith said, with him doing that press conference, all the players heard that.
Yeah,
they like, oh shit, Coach paying attention. So if they are, they're gonna say, nah, I ain't about to get caught up with this shit. This shit making headline news. Niggas going to jail and everything.
Yeah, but most of those rings are run by top people with money.
The Gambinos, man. Who they say? The Gambinos.
Oh man, hey coach, watch your back. Watch your back, coach. I don't need you getting no visits. I don't need you getting no fly. I don't need coach getting no visits. I don't need coach getting no visits by nobody knocking at the door or popping up at the gym. He leaving practice and they like, yo, man, that stuff you said the other day. We can't have nothing like that no more. Ain't this your address right here? Ain't this the address right here? You live right here? Hey, it's your wife and kids and all that stuff. We don't need none of that, coach.
Don't
just
your
chill
kids
out, coach.
Go to this school right here?
Come on,
your kids
man.
go to this school, right? This is the school that your kids go to.
We don't need none of that, coach.
All right, see you later.
Coach would be like, hey, man, recant those statements I had said, because I had said, so I don't want my players, and he ain't even think about the player. He like, shit, I don't want the people popping up at the house, man, like Jack in the box.
Kids. I don't want my wife
Jack
to get harmed.
In the box. More pressing news. Y'all asked me a question the other day and said, if ICE was in Jersey City and they was protesting in Jersey City, what would I do?
Oh, no.
So I happened to look up and see the mayor talking this shit.
Good afternoon, Jersey City. It's Mayor James Solomon. Unfortunately, we confirmed reports that ICE, federal immigration authorities, were operating in Jersey City today. And I want to deliver a couple of key messages. First, we condemn what we saw. The videos are disturbing, and they show what appears to just be people on their way to work being detained. That makes us less safe. Second, I signed an executive order last week that says Jersey City resources will not be used to aid in these type of actions, our police, our facilities, anything. Last, we need to make sure you know your rights. I'm going to give you a few today, and we're going to keep educating people about their rights. First, if ICE is trying to talk to you, you have the right to ask, am I being detained or arrested? If the answer is no, you can calmly walk away. Second, if you're in a private space like a home or a business, you do not have to open your door to ICE unless they have a valid judicial warrant signed by a judge. Third, if you are arrested, you have the right to remain silent and the right to speak to an attorney. Last but not least, if you see someone being detained, you have the right to document that encounter. Good afternoon.
Y'all heard him in that clip right there.
Man, kudos to Jersey
y'all can hear me?
City. Kudos.
Can y'all hear me?
Love it. Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear
All
you.
right. Well, y'all heard him say something about you asked them if they got a warrant and all that stuff. I'm gonna let him finish, but then I'm gonna go right into ICE and how they moving in Jersey City and what's my next move.
Including filming it if you are not interfering with the operation. Last but not least, our immigrant rights partners want to make sure we convey some immigration to immigrants. They say, please memorize a key emergency contact phone number, have a plan for care for your children, and put all your important documents in one easily accessible location. Jersey City, we are going to keep fighting. We're going to keep educating people. There's going to be know your rights information at the bottom of this post, and make sure we do all in our power to have our neighbors' backs. Thank you.
Have your neighbors' backs.
I love that so much. Oh my gosh.
Make sure you got your neighbors' backs. That's what he said. All right, so right into it.
Okay, clearly remarked.
Do you have a warrant?
We don't need a warrant, bro.
My name is Jake Efros. I am the city council person right here in Jersey City.
Listen, there's nothing that you're going to say that's going to prevent us from doing our job. Just let you know. So you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time.
Okay, what is your job?
We're ICE. Okay, clearly remarked. All right. So I'm just letting you know. You can continue talking, but we're not going to answer any questions. So just stay there. You can observe. You can do whatever you want. Just don't interfere. Are we cool?
Okay, what is the...
I'm not going to tell you anything else.
Do you have a warrant?
We don't need a warrant, bro. Stop getting that in your head. That's it.
Okay, that's it. All right. Come here, sir.
What is your job today? Are you just looking for anybody in particular?
Why do they have police on their uniforms and they're not police?
Yeah.
Estamos con usted, ¿ok? Estamos con ¿cuál es su nombre?
Mayor
Okay, ¿dónde vive?
En Jersey City.
¿En Jersey City Heights, aquí?
Sí.
Okay, estamos con usted, ¿ok? ¿Cuál es su dirección?
I want to say that Mayor Solomon of Jersey City, I don't know his first name, but Solomon is all the name I need to know. I believe the police is working with ICE for real. I think that's why they had police on them. Some of them had police on the back of their thing. I think the police might be working with them, man. But my move is, it's not time for me to be on the front lines for nothing yet. Right. They not protesting. Ain't nobody in Jersey City protesting or doing none of that. Nobody in harm's way. But if they should happen to protest, I'm going to the hood, man. I'm keeping it real. I'm going to the hood, man. Jersey City too small for ICE to even be there, man. What y'all doing here, man? Who y'all coming to get out here? Who y'all coming to get out here? What major drug traffickers out here? What's going on?
Yeah,
who y'all looking for?
I love it. I just put
hey, Fly, mute your damn thing, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I that can't be legal for them to put police on their uniforms. Like that's
they clearly, you know what I noticed is that they clearly violated what the Jersey City mayor said. He said you have the right to ask them if you have a warrant.
Well, you got the right to ask. They don't have to answer. Just like you don't have to answer.
We don't need no warrant, bro.
Yeah, they did say that. But again, they weren't in a private place. They were in a public accessible place. So maybe that's the difference. So
I want to see how hard Jersey City is going to get hit. Because it's not going to be in the community. Like, if they looking for the immigrants, right, it's not going to be in my neighborhood, right? So they should never end up in the neighborhood I'm from, like the Midtown, downtown, Hill area. They shouldn't be in that area. They should be in the Heights, Weehawken, Union City, things of that nature. They was just in Hoboken. That was Hoboken. It was just in Hoboken. So I actually want to see how it's gonna play out. I want to see how it's gonna play out. I know it ain't gonna they're not gonna, a lot of them ain't gonna go easy in Jersey City, man. Not if they're young. If they're younger, they're not gonna go easy. It's gonna be a thing. But I don't see Jersey City really protesting. It's too small for all that, man. You get from one part of Jersey City to the next part. Man, that shit's small, man. So I don't see really no protesting happening. But if they should happen to protest, I'm out there, yo. I'm out there, yo. Everybody know everybody. It ain't even a black or white thing or Spanish or no type of thing. Everybody know everybody in Jersey City pretty much, man.
Boots on the ground. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm going though, man. I'm going though. I just don't like it. I don't think it's actually even like a good look in the hood. Like, I don't think it's a good look. I don't think it's a good look that they doing it, period. Because all it is really, I think, is just distraction. We need to do something to distract the people, but at the same time, we need to be doing a job we need to do to implement what we're trying to implement. I just think it's strategic. They think it's strategic. They think people are still slow and ain't paying attention to certain things. But I can see through these guys, yo. It's like they so transparent right now. And when I say transparent, I'm not saying them being transparent. It's like you can just see everything they doing. Like, wow.
Yeah. I just had a conversation with somebody though about ICE. I'm always talking to people. But you know, people have a misconception that this is just now something that's new. ICE has been deporting illegal immigrants or undocumented or whatever the status is forever. Like, it's not something that's new. People don't understand the problem that we have with these actions is how they're going about it, that they've been given unlimited power to conduct these things in the manner that they're conducting. And for whatever reason, some could say to spark a civil war, to spark an agenda or whatever the case may be. That's the problem that we need to address. They're violating civil rights in the process of doing what they were already set up to do. But now they've become a domestic terrorism act or act of domestic terrorism that is operating to induce fear, where it doesn't have to be that way, because ICE was definitely something being done before.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't where that shit was on every TV or every news station.
It wasn't as violent as it is now.
Yeah,
it's not been that way.
I'm glad that we talk about ICE. This was the most, what I'm about to show was the shit I worried about the most. Wasn't never really, I'm not gonna say I don't worry about the immigrants because I worried about all of it, but this was what I worried about the most. This is what I was worried about the most. Ask why I was worried about this the most, people.
Why were you worried about this the most?
Thank you, Albert. Right? The reason I was worried about this the most, right, is because now, how can you identify a Haitian from an African American? This shit is all a fucking game. I be wanting to scream sometimes, yo. I be calling this shit. I be seeing this shit so far advanced, right? But how can you tell a Haitian from an African American? Remember what they said last week? I played the video when they said, yo, we coming in houses, door to door. How can you distinguish a Haitian from an African American? So if Haitians are next, or Somalians, because it was supposed to be Somalians, you see how they was trying to do it. Somalians, and the Somalian thing ain't paying out how they wanted to, but they probably not done with them.
Right.
But from my understanding, the Supreme Court stepped in and put a halt to this because he's ready to go right at it. But if they should let this go through, this just happened all the other day. But if they should happen to let this go through, this is going to create something that this country, I'm going to say never seen, but they probably did see it before. It's just going to be in a new futuristic time.
Right.
You're going to see something, but that's the part I was scared about the most. Remember, I used to always say this before you even got on the show, Elvin. I used to say this to Sub. I used to say, yo, it's not going to be no different. It's going to be us too. Just because it's not now, they're going to find a way. They're not going to start with us. If they start with us, because the whole world will be like, what the hell is going on? This is uncalled for. But if you start with the so-called Mexicans and Venezuelans and right, and then you say, yeah, well, let's go get the Somalians, the Haitians, and this, how you going to be able to distinguish them guys from the African Americans? Wow. And I was saying something about the red states as well. I was saying something about the red states, right? But it's not about the red states. It's not about the red states. New Jersey is not a red state. So it's not about that. Right. They coming wherever they want to come.
Right. But you notice it's with it is all I see that it's with the leadership who's not on board with the administration.
That's why I said Mayor Solomon. Mayor Solomon. I don't even know how he got in office. It was a lot of people from the town that was trying not to let him be in office, right? But we done had two of these guys, and I'm not going to say what type of guys, in office the last 2 terms. Fulop and Solomon. All my Jersey City people that be watching the show on the late, whatever, you know, I know a lot of people be watching, be hitting me, whatever. I see what's going on. I see what y'all talking about. I see what's going on, but pay attention, man. They've been gentrified the neighborhood. But he's giving them okay. He's so-called, the video I played is giving you the rules that you have to abide by and what you should be looking for. He gave y'all one thing that ain't going to work in y'all favor. That, hey, do you got a warrant? We don't need no warrant. Get that out of your head. We doing what we want to do. I probably should have gotten to politics, yo.
No, you wouldn't have made it. You know, some of us aren't built to be in those rooms, and they're not going to.
But I'm saying
to follow
where I'm not on either side, though. Where I'm not on either side, right? Because what I've just learned and what I'm learning now, I mean, I was never really for a side because I always said they both BS. But what I'm really learning is the most elite people in government. The most elite people in government in the world are all part of a ring. Are all part of this. I don't know what it is. I don't want to call it something and it not be that and they flag us or whatever. But the whole elite, it's like a cult following. They're all part of it. Both sides. Nobody's exempt, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
you're going to have to pick a side, you know, because we are divided, right? So it may not be the side you want. And I think that's where a lot of politicians fall in. They get into a situation, they got to pick a side, take the good with the bad in some areas, but try to stand as best close to your principles as you possibly can. Some waver for whatever reason, money, power, influence. But
yeah.
I don't know.
So, you know I love you, man. I gotta put that out there, yo, so you know that, right? You know I love you, right? But yo, it's I really need you to go check the Epstein files, bro. Like, it's past This shit is unbelievable, sub, that you still talking about still disagree. I don't know what part you disagree with, but Trump should not be our president, bro. He should be under the jail, my nigga. That nigga mentioned over 38,000 times in these new files that's just been released, and you still talking about he don't know Epstein, my nigga? Go read the files, bro. That's all I can say, bro. You go read the files, you're not even going to want to read them because you're going to get disgusted. You're going to get disgusted. You're going to feel disgusted that you even believed in this dude, thinking that he was just like this, the Donster, the Trumpster. That nigga need to be under the jail, straight up, man. I'm not trying to pick no side. I'm in the middle, man. I don't want, and I don't even want to be in the middle. Yeah, sir. Really, he is, yo. 38,000 times, bro. More than anybody else in the Epstein files. He is the most mentioned person in them, bro. Go look it up. All you got to do is type it in your search engine, bro. And like I said, they trying to get the Department of Justice to take down the whole Epstein files because they so smart. This stuff is so foul and so gutter, right? That some of the files are redacted, right? Saying some of the victims' names. Files are redacted with Trump faces showing on something. And you see, they ain't showing no videos, no pictures, no nothing of Trump. Why you think that is? And I don't like even keep talking about him, yo.
I mean, it's gonna be
image misquoting you. I'm asking you, what part don't you believe? You said you still disagree with me. And ain't nobody been vindicated, sub. Nobody even been charged. This is why I'm saying the whole system needs to be done, yo. They've been investigating these guys. They've been knew this stuff was going on. All of them need to be in jail. The country is allowing this to go on. The Supreme Court is allowing this shit to go on. Our judicial system, the feds, all these niggas is allowing this shit to go on. So you fucking a culprit. Ain't nobody been vindicated or nothing, dog. All these crimes these niggas got committed. Dog, I know you ain't looking at the Epstein files, yo, because all the shit I'm talking about, don't nobody know. Ain't nobody talking about.
Keith is exactly right. It's called cognitive dissonance. That's exactly what MAGA supporters are suffering from. I really believe that, because there's no way you can say on one hand that you are of any kind of faith, and you support,
and that's why I be getting mad. So
administration like this, you can't. It's
before, when I was getting mad, it was just like, yo, how is this guy the president? Like, I met this guy. Like, how is he the president? Like, whatever. But I see. Then they start talking about the stuff, and I'm not knowing none of this stuff going on. You gotta understand, I ain't going to this thinking nobody was in no P rings, nobody in no S trafficking rings, nobody in no organ trafficking ring. I don't think none of that shit. But if you go read them files, you're gonna start looking at your government different. You're gonna start thinking your government is behind these people missing, behind a lot of this shit going on. How you think these niggas living to 120-something years old and shit? Rothschilds and shit. Nigga had 8 different hearts. I don't care how much money you got. People on list for them shits. Victim mentality, bro. You're a victim right now. You're a victim of a corrupt government. You're a victim of a corrupt government, bro, and you delusional. You delusional, and I understand you got to stick with your pick, but right now ain't the time to be sticking with this horse. Right now, I think everybody needs to jump on the bandwagon or jump off his bandwagon, because Trump 9 times out of 10 gonna go to jail, yo. If he don't make it past these midterm terms, Trump going to prison, yo. And I said this a long time ago. He need to be in jail. He going to prison. I really believe he going to prison now.
Man.
He ain't even no freak, Aaron. He beyond a freak. They beyond freaks. They something else.
Scum.
They something else. I can't even call them freaks. And I can't even say that this shit was for pleasure or enjoyment. It seemed like they was doing this shit as like almost like ritualistic shit. And I don't even want to get into that shit. But yeah, he got part in power, but just gonna let the rest of the files start coming out, man. They ain't even released half of the 3 million they just let out. Like a lot of this stuff still being tampered with and doing whatever they doing, redacting and all that stuff. But once you see, I just encourage anybody, go read about 10, 20 pages, yo. Go read about 10, 20 pages. If you don't want to really read the white parts, I like to read the white parts too. Go read the parts that's yellow, man. Them should stand out. They like, boom, they hit you in your face. Like, what? It make you want to read the white parts. It didn't make you want to know who's the names. Who's the names that they redacted? Who are the people that's redacted? You know what I'm saying? We allowed them to pull the wool over our eyes, man. And that's probably what he's gonna do. That's probably what he's gonna do. But I think they have a let me shut up. I think they got a pact. If it go to shit, we protecting this by all costs.
But I don't
whatever
know.
we got to do, they'd have been released these Epstein files if they wasn't trying to protect these guys.
Right. And I really don't see anything coming out of these Epstein files other than just the fact that, they're exposed. I don't see anybody getting charged. I don't see anybody going to prison. I honestly don't.
I don't
just
either.
Because of the way
and because you know why I don't? Because now that I realize how long this thing has been being investigated.
Right.
How nobody went to jail? Some try to say, yeah, why Obama? Why Biden? This, that, and the third. They all investigated the
We literally knew about this stuff decades ago. The people knew this stuff. Well, we didn't know, but we suspected and heard rumors. All this stuff was going on decades ago. So how long it take you to investigate and arrest somebody? It's a whole thing. So yeah,
it's crazy, and I think
it's a big distraction. I feel like we just need to move past the Epstein file because we already know those are scumbag people. We know that they did those things. They're not going to be held accountable for it. I don't believe that.
The crazy thing, I want to know what it's nothing we can do to reformat the government structure and how things are run, who allowed to run, and all that stuff. All that stuff need to be changed, yo.
We gotta get them out of there first. We gotta figure out a way to get to wipe the slate clean and start anew and get these people in there that's going to push those changes and vote on them and represent what the people want.
The reason I say that, right, is because this thing could have possibly been going on for forever. Since the beginning, since the inception of the White House government and all of this thing could have been going on forever. And it's just an elitist group that this is their thing. This is what they do. How can you revamp that shit? How do you, after all this stuff go on, how do you even put trust into your government? How do you even believe anything that they say anymore?
Right. I think we need to stop lobbying. The lobbying, part of politics, definitely that needs to stop because that allows private citizens and companies to go in and basically vie for the support of any politician, and it's legal.
It's crazy, man. Hey, man, they ain't just take people for labor, Keith. They took people for all types of sort of reasons. That's a strong boy over there. We're gonna use him to make all the babies. He gonna knock all the girls up. We're gonna have all strong babies running around here, slaves on the plantation. I think, man, they took a whole bunch of people, man, for different things, man. Like y'all said, this stuff is decades old. We would not have seen it if they want us to. My question is, why now?
The distraction. We need to be distracted long enough.
Long enough for them to implement this whole Project 2025. Preparing for Agenda 2030. And, I said this stuff before and people probably thought I was just pulling stuff out of hat, but This shit is real. Project 2025 is practically done. For real. All he got to do, I guess, been the midterms and all the rest of that so they can finish implementing their stuff. But it's pretty much done. And whoever get in there, like I said, Democrat or Republican, that's the job. They all part of this shit. It's just about who's going to lead it. That's the beef. Who's going to lead it? They're all part of this shit. They all see our future. They all know what's best for our future.
Right.
And we have no say-sos in it. And showing us we have no say-sos is, let's sit immigration. And I know it sounds crazy, but let me cook, right? Let's get immigration, right? Let's send them in here to get the immigrants. Now we're gonna go after the African immigrants. Then we're gonna go after the Haitian immigrants, which means they really going after the African Americans, and gonna be a whole lot. What's your name? What's your this? The warrants, record. Yo, I could see how this shit gonna play out.
When they
and I hope it don't. Yo, I don't want it to play out like this. I don't want it to become a chaotic. Sometimes, like, chaos creates peace. You know, you like create the chaos to get the world we want, because we know they can't do nothing with us. And we'll put them all in their place, and we'll put the fear of God in them, and they'll follow the flow. They'll go with the flow. But if y'all think this stuff is gonna be looking up, let me know, man. Put it in the comments, man. Y'all think it's gonna be a better society, a better world? Let me know, man. Put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments and let us know. Because I don't believe that, man. I don't believe it, and I don't believe that this is nothing about the people, man. I think this is about the wealthy. This is nothing about just about getting everybody in check, just to keep their pockets in check. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I know y'all heard about this, man, so I'm gonna talk about it. Matter of fact, let me look some stuff up.
While y'all reading that, if you're new here, you're just joining us, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep coming back. Check us out Monday through Friday. Of course, share it to everybody that you know.
Yep. Please share it. Please do. But here they saying the SNAP benefits is that I mean, we did just go through this, right? The shit was shut down. People wasn't getting their SNAP for a minute, but this is a little different. They implemented some rules, so let me go ahead and read for y'all. A major shift in how the USA handles food assistance arrived on February 1st, 2026, following the passage of a federal MAGA bill last summer. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program now requires more recipients to prove they are working or in training to keep their benefits. For many, the clock is now ticking. Failure to meet these new standards could result in the loss of grocery assistance in as little as 3 months. The update significantly expands the able-bodied adults without dependents, ABAWD category. Previously, adults over 54 were exempt from certain work mandates, but that protection has now been stripped away. Now adults up to age 64 must document at least 80 hours of work per month. Families are also feeling the squeeze as the age threshold for children that grants a parent a work exemption has dropped to the age of 14. This means caregivers of high schoolers are now subject to the same strict labor requirements as those without children. Key changes to SNAP hike in parental exemption / I gave that. Vulnerable groups at risk. Previous waivers for veterans, the homeless, and former foster youth have been removed. in this new legislation. Long-term impact projections suggest over 1 million people will be cut from the program over the next several years. Advocates are sounding the alarm that these hurdles are too high for those already struggling. Joe Berg, CEO of Hunger Free America, warned that these changes hit the most fragile populations the hardest. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's one of the things that's going on in the country, but it's too much going on in the country at the same time. If they ain't trying to distract you,
I don't think that's totally a bad thing, though.
I don't either. I think it's actually a good thing that once you're a kid in high school, you better get up off your ass.
Well, we know, I know as a parent, and they're in, 14 or over, they can take care of themselves. So you don't have that excuse that you can't work because, you got a child under 18. That was a little extreme. So I definitely don't see a problem with that. My only concern is the exemptions that they had in place for veterans and people that were homeless or, disabled and things like that. I feel like I don't have enough information about what they replaced it with. You know what I mean? Like, are you making some kind of accommodations? Because we know there are disabled people. We know there are people who are homeless. And therefore, if you're homeless, it's hard for you to get a job that requires you to have a home. And veterans, of course, are they replacing it with a lesser type of exemption or something like that? I don't know. That's my only concern. But
yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Good. I feel like this is definitely a good move.
I don't think it's a bad thing either. I just think
especially for those like Sub, he always throw in there how the black moms always the ones that's on lifetime benefits and stuff, I'm
gonna say that ain't true though. That ain't true.
That ain't always true, man. They don't. And you know what? Something I recently found out about the SNAP program, and the biggest thing that I read who this is going to affect are those communities like the Amish and Hasidic Jews. Did you know that they're the largest group of welfare benefit recipients in the U.S.?
That's crazy. No, I didn't know that. But
if you think about it, they don't really work like that, right? Where you see them in the workplace. So they do get a lot of these benefits to sustain. There are whole communities that get all of them get welfare. In that community. So they're definitely going to be hit with this. And, they have a lot of religious restrictions that don't allow them to be in some of these places of work, especially if they're being around women or have to interact with women or, have to dress a certain way, have to go and do their, their dedication or whatever they call it to pray and stuff like that at certain times. So that prohibits them a lot of times from having these 9-to-5 jobs or, standard general labor. So I don't know. It's interesting that this is going to play out the way that people are thinking it's going to play out by hurting our brown and black communities. Like they
Can we please stop trying to quote this guy? Because I don't want him even saying this shit. Dog, we ain't nobody quoting you. You be quoting some goof bullshit. All right, whatever, man. Listen, man.
I mean, what was wrong with that? He said it.
It don't matter. I think
get an
like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing, and I think the millions of people that's at risk of losing it, if they lose it, they deserve to lose it. That means they ain't want to get off their ass. So, you know what I mean? If you got to log in 80 hours of work time a week, or a month, or whatever the case may be, that's what you need to be doing if you want to keep the goddamn SNAP benefits. And if you can't do that, then you don't need to be
making an effort. So that I think is putting a boot to some people and kind of get up, do something.
Yeah.
Don't rely on this. You use it when you need it, but don't rely on it.
Yeah. So you like all illegal activities in America? First of all, I don't have a problem with nothing the illegals do, man. I don't even want to call them illegals, man. Like I said, I never had a problem with them. Ain't never did nothing to me. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never had a problem really getting no jobs for real. Ain't never did nothing to me.
The people on welfare get an education. I got you.
Yeah, I ain't never really had no problem with them. My problem is that I seen the play before it happened. When you was on the show, I said that it will play out. It's starting with them. It's going to end with us. I said that a long time ago. Now that they say Haitians, I said Jamaicans. They're going to go after all of us. Anything black, they coming after. We can act like we don't see what the fuck going on. Oh, that ain't our business. That ain't our fight. The whole fight been about us the whole time. Shit ain't about no illegals. They want the illegals going so they could be here with a bunch of Negroes, right? Think about that shit, man. They want to make America great again, and they want to get your black ass out of here too, if they could. Yeah, but anyway, on to the next one. We got do I want to talk about this?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be some changes, and we need those changes we got to start somewhere. We won't change, so may not be perfect and inclusive of everybody, but hopefully we'll get there with some accommodations and further changes down the road. But I think that bill did in that aspect start moving us in a better direction.
Yeah. I'm gonna play this before I play these last little clips about this guy. But I'm gonna just play the video.
It's official. Are coming to new vehicles. Something you'd expect out of Orwell's 1984, and yet 57 House Republicans joined Democrats to ensure the government can shut off your vehicle whenever it wants, makes cars more expensive, and puts the government in your car.
There's a law that states that every vehicle manufactured is going to have a kill switch in it. The car itself will monitor your driving, and if the car thinks that you're not doing a good job driving, it will disable itself. So the car dashboard becomes your judge, your jury, and your executioner.
Which is not completely factual because somebody has to program that.
I'm seeing bigger. It's crazy.
But
it's crazy.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna say this. And y'all can say I'm the conspiracy theorists and all that other stuff, right? But I played a video on here how the world would be once they got digital ID, right? And how they would be able to stop your car. You won't have no access to your money, your own money. They'll be taking your money. Ain't gonna be no locks where you can lock your money from being taken out of your account. And people think I'm making this shit up. The shit is starting already. It's showing you. I'm just a conspiracy theorist, though. But watch, if we allow all this shit to take place, people gonna be around here looking goofy and gonna be saying, yo, that guy on that show, I think, or if they even know about the show, they're gonna be saying, yo, that guy was saying all this stuff was gonna happen before it happened. This shit ain't new, yo. It's not new. These plans have been thought out for years and years and years and years. They are implementing these shits now. A kill switch on your car. Think about that. You traveling in the middle of the night. You going across town. Not even across town. You going 7, 10, 12 miles out. 12 hours away. And your car happened to shut down because you ain't paid the water bill. And you can't even move. You're like, what the hell my car got to do with the goddamn water bill? Anything they got their money or their hands tied in, which is going to be the water, going to be probably the air, going to be everything that got something to do with you. Anything that got something to do with the government getting their money, they're going to be able to have access to you like nobody has ever had access to you. And I know it sounds crazy, and I don't care how much money you got. You ain't got no Trump gold? You ain't paid $5 million for the card? If you ain't got that, don't worry about it. You in the boat with us. Straight up. And I know I be sounding crazy, and this shit sound like a Jetson movie or a goddamn Terminator movie, but that's what I feel like I'm in right now.
I'm just saying, I keep telling this, like, I've watched a lot of these futuristic sci-fi movies. It's like somebody's telling us the story of stuff that has already happened, because everything we are coming into right now, like we're coming to this era where we all walking around dressed in gray, controlled by the government. They tell us what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, where we can go, where we can't go. We're living in zones. We're factioned off by, your status or where you come from or how much money you got. I feel like this is where we're headed.
Hey, Keith, we're gonna have to result or go back to the old school car, the gas car. You got them electrical cars and them cars that's like on them grids and operate electrically. They're gonna have access over you. Access over you.
What if they stop making that stuff? What if they stop making those cars and stop making the parts that go to those cars, or a way that you can get gas? You know what I mean? Like, what do? You gotta move forward with what's going on. So at some point, we all may be subject to it.
Who going after illegal entrance? ICE? I know that's not who you're talking about. ICE going after whoever they could go after. They just killed the nigga. They just killed 2 people. That ain't illegal. Like, man, I ain't getting into that. He ain't talking about ICE. He can't be talking about ICE. Okay, but yeah, man, we gotta. I thought Flowers back, but he ain't back. I'm
back. I'm just out here, in the mix, man. This thing still look bad out here, brother.
I know it do, man. I hope y'all ain't got to find no boxes and none of that shit.
I'm across the street from you, bro. This thing look bad, bro.
I told you what it's like out here, man. I told you I couldn't get up the hill the other day, man. I had to go out there and show them how Jersey get down in the snow,
bro.
Man.
Like, they ain't do nothing on some of these side streets, bro.
Yeah, I had to show them how Jersey get down in the snow, man. We ain't doing all that, man. I'm gonna make it up this hill, man. Like it or not. Watch my work. I know people like, he out of control. He's out there half hour. He made it happen, though. Slip and slide right up out of there. I come back down the hill. They're like, hey, shit, you did your thing. Yeah, without moving no snow. Y'all better figure it out, though. Y'all better figure out how to, what you call it? Swivel. Like you in the dunk. You better learn how.
I got that word. I got it already.
You better learn how to swivel. Come on, man. We got more. So, I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3. All right.
Y'all got to know that this week coming is going to be a lot of distractions. They dropped those files with 3 million pages. Mind you, that's still not all of the files. They have 3 million more that they still haven't released. You have video footage of Jeffrey Epstein running around his kitchen, chasing what it appears to be little girls. You have an email from Bill Gates stating that Bill Gates gave his wife an STD and was asking Jeffrey Epstein for antibiotics. Mind you, Bill Gates came out and said that's not true. Really? You have emails with Elon Musk practically begging Jeffrey Epstein to come to Epstein Island. Also asking him what nights do he have the wildest parties. Mind you, Elon was the one that was saying that the president is in the Epstein's files. Elon, you're in the Epstein files too. Elon said he wasn't in those files. Elon said he never wanted to go to that island. I think that was wrong. They mentioned Pusha T. They said allegedly he was a handler. They mentioned Sammy Sosa. Allegedly, they said he was at a party where women was being auctioned off. They even said that allegedly, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous star Robin Leach strangled young girls at a party in those Epstein files. And they also said that Jay-Z was mentioned in those files. And if you've seen 50 Cent's page, you know 50 Cent is about to have a field day with that. And this is for entertainment purposes only, but I need you to look at the timeline. Look at all the things that's happening. Look at all the distractions. Look how they tried to claw tooth and nail just so those files wouldn't come out. Mind you,
I only played that to let people know we ain't the only people saying it. We ain't the only one saying it. People see what's going on. Ain't nobody goofy, ain't nobody slow, man.
With this most recent release of the files, did you know that Bill Gates is listed 2,000 times, Bill Clinton is mentioned 1,600 times, Elon is listed 1,100 times, Jim Jordan is listed 70 times, Chuck Schumer is in there like 50 times, and Dumpy himself over 38,000 times. This is why we say he is the Files. It's no longer the E-Files. It's the Donnie Files featuring Jeffrey. And this comes as several people in the MAGA are now making videos claiming that he is in them 0 times, claiming a giant goose egg. And that's because, of course, none of them are willing to actually see these files or read any of them, because it would mean coming face to face with their cognitive dissonance. This way, they can just continue to claim ignorance. And while many of these MAGA are just claiming these are all allegations, there's no proof of anything, remember, every single horrible thing they ever thought about Joe Biden came from altered videos, dozens of them. And yet they wholeheartedly believed them from nothing other than rudimentary Photoshop or from sound clips being added in. Yet with Dumpy, we've had hundreds of pieces of sworn testimony, witness accounts, affidavits, evidence, audio clips of himself, video. We have so much evidence, yet they still refuse to believe it. But they'll believe anything that Dumpy says, which is why they think he's in these files 0 times. Because whenever he gets caught doing something, he comes out and claims that it exonerates him. But there's one key thing you can always take away from this. Dumpy has never sued anybody who accused him of assault, because he knows that it would lead to discovery, which is why this newest thing from the Grammys is not going to go anywhere. Trevor Noah made this joke at the Grammys about him, and Dumpy immediately got pissed off saying he was going to sue Trevor Noah, but it's never going to happen, because one thing Agent Orange is terrified of is discovery.
Yo, and he not lying. I didn't even think of that.
I didn't think anybody was calling him.
If he was gonna go there, the whole shit would come out about him. If he was to go there, but he said he gonna sue Trevor Noah. He been going off on Trevor Noah since he did the Grammys, man. But you know, every day is something going on with this guy, man. But this was on the news, yo. And what I'm about to play was on the news. And Sub, I hope you're still here. You know, they kills him. Trump all about gas. Yeah, the gas coming out his ass. He ain't about nothing else, but I see you still here, so let me drop this on you.
How many 48-year-old men do you know who invite 14-year-old girls to their parties? The 48-year-old Donald Trump. The New York Times reports that Donald Trump held parties at his home in Florida where he invited 14-year-old girls. Tina Davis, who worked with Ford models in the mid-1990s, said in an interview that her Ford booker instructed her to get dressed up and attend a Mar-a-Lago party in late 1994. Just 14 and new to Miami, she was told to dress sexy, according to her mother, Sandra Coleman, who had accompanied her to Florida. 8 or 9 other models came along on the bus. All the girls were really young, Ms. Coleman recalled in an interview. Some of them could have been in training bras. When they arrived at Mar-a-Lago, Ms. Coleman said her daughter was promptly handed a glass of champagne. She took it away, but waiters kept offering more. Each time one of the middle-aged men at the party approached her daughter, Ms. Coleman would walk over and introduce herself as Ms. Davis's mother. During a trip to the bathroom, they ran into Mr. Trump's new wife, whom they had met earlier. Marla Maples clasped her hands, Ms. Coleman recalled, and looked her in the eye. Whatever you do, do not let her around any of these men, and especially my husband, she told Ms. Coleman. Protect her. The Times reports Mr. Epstein was a frequent guest at Mar-a-Lago parties. A woman who said Mr. Epstein trafficked her in the late 1990s and early 2000s recalled attending at least a half a dozen of the parties, beginning when she was 17. She told the New York Times that the invitations she received when she was 17 were, quote, to be Donald Trump's guest at Mar-a-Lago. According to one invitation she shared with the Times, the parties were open bar and no one checked IDs. She said Mr. Trump was always all over them, she recalled. A 20-year-old model who attended a Trump party at Mar-a-Lago told the New York Times, I had a glass of champagne and I immediately felt not well, Ms. Brock recalled, adding, I thought my drink had been spiked.
That was on the news. I don't hear him saying he gonna sue them or do anything to them. These are people you should be suing, right? They slandering your name if none of this stuff was true. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right? This would be somebody that you would sue for slander, right? Oh, you slander my name. You're putting all the stuff out there about me, but you don't hear none of that. going on. There's a lot of people. That's why he's trying to silence the media, the Don Lemons, and say this is why he's trying to silence the media, because he knows it's about to be a lot of stuff that come out about him. I'm just encouraging anybody that's starting to get into politics, anybody that has voted for Trump, I suggest go read some of the Epstein files. We know 3 million pages is too much. Go read some of it. You read 2 pages, you ain't gonna feel the same about what's going on in your country. You know what I heard Al Bitton in that what the guy was just saying?
Right.
That Mar-a-Lago, remember they raided Mar-a-Lago?
Mm-hmm.
Why you think that is? I'm starting to really think hard now, like Mar-a-Lago was just as bad as Epstein Island. And it's going to come out. He's trying to do everything he could do to hide it. But if you go look in them transcripts, that's all I saw. Mar-a-Lago this, Mar-a-Lago that, Mar-a-Lago this. He got all these little girls and all these beauty pageants at Mar-a-Lago. Party at the party at the party. And it made me say, damn, Mar-a-Lago sound like that was Epstein Island.
Yeah. Just as bad.
Man, our government is on something. Now he control Florida. I bet he do. I bet he do. I bet he do, Keith. The parents still think that, oh, that's you. It ain't gonna end well. No, it's not gonna end well because it's brought to the light now. And the laws of attraction, right? You kept it secret, so it's gonna remain a secret. Once it's open in the open, the floodgates is gonna open. Once it's put into the public, it's all gonna be public. You ain't gonna be able to pull it back. There's gonna be too much spilling out. The world wants the Epstein files. You got other countries talking about this, and I want to play this Putin thing in Russian, but he called our whole government pedos, pedophiles. I'm talking about just yesterday. He just called our whole government pedophiles. And said that the people are pulling the wool over our eyes and we are blinded. Go look up Putin's speech, somebody, because he's talking in Russian. I want to play it, but he's talking in Russian, and that's probably like a minute. I don't want to really hear no
Not
Russian.
only Putin, you got England,
I don't know.
You got Italy. All of them are saying all of the same things. All of them are looking at us sideways because they know what would happen in their countries. But over here, we support these pedophiles and we validate what they're doing. We don't take any action against them. So
I want to know, and I keep saying, because we probably need to put out a petition. Maybe we need to start it up. What can we do to not overthrow the government, but get them out of here?
We got to act.
We got to start with getting him out of there.
We got to stop. If you look at all these other countries, Korea, China, Italy, most recently last year, they revolted. They're in the streets. They're tearing down the government buildings. They're getting them people up out of there.
Right.
They didn't write no petition. They didn't sit on what we do, sit on the podcast and talk about it. They didn't go on Twitter and Facebook and have arguments with people.
They went in the streets.
They went in the streets. They dragged those officials out of those offices. It takes action. We have to take action. It has never worked in this country's favor or anybody else's country's favor that involve a democratic process where we just sit back and expect them to do the right thing all of a sudden. It never has worked. Even in our history, we've had revolutions. We've had civil wars. We're not doing that today.
Hey, shouldn't fake news be considered slander? right? Fake news. It's fake news. Fake news. How long have we heard Donald Trump say fake news, but he ain't do nothing. He ain't sue nobody. Fake news. Fake news. I don't know if none of this fake, man.
There are more than 5,300 references to President Trump in the newest release of the Epstein files. That's according to a New York Times analysis showing that the references cover the president, his wife Melania, and Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Many are news articles and publicly available material. None of the more than 3 million documents released over the weekend show direct communications between Trump and Epstein. The Justice Department says the focus of the Epstein files shouldn't be on Trump.
It's not about President Trump. It's about a ton of people, multiple people that were, quote, in the Epstein files. And what I think folks will see when they review the materials we released is that there have been hundreds of calls made to the FBI where allegations are made by either anonymous individuals or people who are very quickly determined to not be credible.
Trump has denied any wrongdoing related to Epstein and hasn't been charged with any crime related to Epstein. Also, the Justice Department confirms it has taken down several thousand documents and media from among the files it released related to Epstein. According to court documents, U.S. attorneys say this includes nearly all of the material flagged by the late sex offender's victims, as well as a batch of files independently identified by the government. The move follows outcry from Epstein's victims who say the unredacted information in the released files have left nearly 100 survivors publicly exposed.
Yeah, you hear how they say the Justice Department says this, says that. We know who the Justice Department is handled by. We know who the Justice Department handler is. So if you're the most mentioned person in the Epstein files, how you have no direct connection with the Epstein files? This is not about Trump. See, these guys are all down with it. He need to be in jail too. The guy that was just on the news. It has nothing to do with Trump. With the sex offender, and you talk about one thing, right? What we understand now, everybody that's paying attention, if you ain't paying attention, or if you don't know nothing about the streets or how the game go, Jeffrey Epstein was the fall guy for all these niggas. That's why it's so easy to kick his back in. That's why he's so-called dead, and it's easy to kick his back in. He's the fall guy. They're gonna make it all fall back on Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, he ain't had no direct ties to Jeffrey Epstein. How you telling us that? And this nigga wrote a letter to goddamn Epstein, talk about their secrets.
The same reason why they say that the election was rigged. The same reason why they say that, you know, he's not a pedophile. He wasn't convicted of a felony. You know, they know if they say it enough, some of these people in this country will believe anything.
Anybody that's in here that's a Trump supporter, hey Nicole, anybody that's a Trump supporter in here, y'all tell me if y'all agree with Trump going to Atlanta and taking them ballot boxes, raiding the election place, the poll place, and taking the goddamn election boxes. Y'all agree with that? Or do that smell like election rigging? Or do it smell like election rigging coming? Hey, Nicole, I'm going to keep it real with you. I used to think Epstein was dead. You got to go really dig deep and pay attention to some of the most powerful people and powerful journalists doing this shit. People don't even think Epstein dead. They think he in Israel somewhere or somewhere hiding, man. He was it's now found out, and you can probably look this up, that Epstein pretty much worked for the Rothschilds. Like, you can go look this stuff up, man. You got guards from the jail saying stuff was seeming funny that night. Go look all this stuff up. I'm just, so people won't think I'm conspiracy theorizing on anything. You understand
they're
what
gonna
I'm
call
saying?
you something. They're gonna call you something. E. They gotta call you something.
Like I said, all I do is read, man. I read a lot. It don't matter if it's even on the TV. I'm gonna read it. Let me bring that back. I'm gonna rewind it so I can read the whole paragraph. If I didn't get to read the whole paragraph, I'm not nobody that let the joint just keep going. No, I'm gonna bring it back so I can read all the way to the last word, to the period. Like, serious, man. So you cool with them going in there taking the ballot boxes? Where was it proven that the election was rigged in Atlanta? Because he never got into office. So where was it rigging at? Who rigged it? Who rigged it? You got the people in Atlanta saying they standing there while they raiding and stuff like that, and they talk about it. But Sub, I don't understand how you don't see they rigging the election now. That they're trying to set up the rigging of the election now.
It's already been rigged. What they're trying to do is sabotage. So
they understand
they didn't win Georgia in 2020, right? So now they're going back and saying we can't have that happen the next time.
I think the guy name is Steve Bannon. I want to say Steve Bannon. He's like a guy that's down with both political parties, right? And he had a whole big tomorrow Wednesday. I hate when it's Wednesday because I'll forget to do it Thursday. But I'm gonna put it in here tonight. But you got this guy having a whole speech that they whole speech is we have to win the midterm. If we don't win the midterm, majority of us are going to prison in this room.
Yep.
Majority of us are good. I need y'all to hear this video, and then y'all can take it, do with it what y'all want. But I'm telling you, man, something ain't right. We could play like it's right. We can act like, oh, the gas prices is low. Everything is good. Yeah, they know how to give you a lollipop to shut you the fuck up. We understand they know how to give you the lollipop and the goddamn dentist to shut you up when they pulled your teeth or when they gave you the shot. You know, you when they gave you your vaccine or whatever, you gave you the lollipop because you cried and here, shut up. Give them the gas prices a little lower. They don't even see. We pulled the wool all the way over their eyes. By the time they wake up, they're going to be so confused. And I don't know how people don't think outside the box like this or still think just so, I ain't going to say generic, but basic, which is basically the same thing. But why do you we just think like the government thinks strategically? But we're thinking basic. You got to start like with what's going on. And if the stuff that I'm saying is real, is happening with the digital ID and all the stuff that's happening and trying to get the blacks and all out of here, trying to, we already know he said that to be, when he first got in office, he was trying to get rid of people of color. Not even color. He didn't say of color. He said homegrowns. Being able to deport homegrowns, right? We're going to see how this shit play out.
They're definitely trying to rig it. We know that.
That's me and your problem, yo. Go find a good video. Stop, do this for me right now, bro. Even with you not on the show. See, this is what I don't be liking. This is why we beef. You don't do no research, but you worried about the fucking research I do. Do this just one time, my nigga. Go get a good video of Trump. Anything Trump did, nigga. You think I ain't trying to find good videos, nigga? You ain't trying to find no good shit that he did? Go find one. The Kim show. It ain't about the Kim show, nigga. It's about me getting the information to the people. And this is why me and you always beef and we clash, my nigga, because you don't know what the fuck to say out your mouth. Fuck you talk about, nigga. I do real research. You just sit around and run your mouth. And that's our problem. That's our biggest problem. When we fix that, then maybe we could be all right, man. But until you fix that shit, we ain't cool, nigga. Don't question what the fuck I do. When you ain't doing nothing.
Well,
and I ain't mean to get there or go there, y'all, but forgive me, yo. That's my cousin, and I love her. And I don't want to be like that with that nigga.
Well. Okay. He won't gonna stop until he got you, E. I'm just saying.
It's all good. He got a little shine today. But you still in the boat with that nigga Trump. And as long as you got them views, nigga, we ain't gonna never see eye to eye. Cause you blinded, my brother. Yeah, man, we done came to that time, man. It's more than EMS. I am the have-nots master. Like I said, I love my cousin Sub. Don't ever think we got no real beef. I love that nigga to death, and he know I'm willing to go all out for him. So don't get it confused. Listen, man, tomorrow, Women Chat Wednesday. Make sure y'all there. See y'all tomorrow. Like, subscribe, share. See y'all tomorrow. 100.
Oh, absolutely. See y'all tomorrow. Women Chat Wednesday. Tune in. Make sure y'all are liking this video, subscribing so you can catch our next ones. Share it so your friends and family can enjoy it as well. LB holding it down for the ladies on the Band of Brothers Morning Show, getting tongue-tied. But we keeping it real. We talking real stuff, y'all. Different opinions, but we like to keep it flowing in all aspects. I bid y'all well on your day. Remember that existence is automatic. Purpose is chosen.
Mr. Fly, he done.
Hey, yo, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere. You ain't never there. I am the Jersey representative South. Part of my absence today. Been moving around, shaking and baking. You know, I'm out here on the JO. But appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. We love y'all. Women Chat Wednesday tomorrow. Y'all know how we giving it up for the ladies. Peace.
Hey, yo, and before we get off, I'm getting out of here, but make sure y'all do this. I gave that task to Sub, but anybody, I'm going to put that task on anybody. Send me a good video of anything that Trump doing right now in this administration. And I'm putting it up, and that's the first thing I'm putting up tomorrow. Or the next day. Y'all can look for days on end, and y'all ain't going to find it. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I wanted him doing that. Is that disrespect to her?
And I know what I gotta do. I'm about to start folding. And I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot at living.
Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for
You are now listening to Ball Boys.